Hey guys, as requested, I'm going to review what a female vegan bodybuilder eats in a day.
Hey guys, and welcome to another video. For today's video, I have a day in the life. I'm going to share with you what I'm eating, how I'm training, how I hit 130 grams of protein on a vegan diet. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Is that what I think it is? Coffee? I'm not sure. It looks like it.
Your morning routine.
So, George really got me into doing like a morning routine and I'm loving it. We started in January and it starts off by me making my coffee every single morning and then sitting down here, writing on my journal, doing my schedule for the day, and then just kind of really being very intentional with everything before I even touch.
Coffee is very toxic to the human body. It really ruins your health overall in so many different ways. It simply produces stress hormones so that you wake up in the morning. Only people who are malnourished, sick, need coffee to wake up, obviously. Of course, she weighs everything.
So I finished my morning routine and now I'm making breakfast. And let me know in the comment section if you want to see like a more in-depth video on my morning routine. But now I'm making cream of rice, and this requires a lot of love and attention if you're making it on the microwave. If you're making it on the stove, it's no big deal. You can see I have this thickness right now and I want it a little bit more creamy. So I'm just gonna add a tad bit more water.
Of course, every bodybuilder wants to eat creamy food because usually they don't eat enough fat, but a female vegan bodybuilder is gonna be craving creamy stuff like crazy. Women need to eat a lot of animal fat, which she isn't doing, and then on top of that, she's destroying her body, her hormones, by essentially starving herself with the bodybuilding.
Once I put it on the microwave twice, this is when I add my protein powder. But since I'm having a protein shake later today, I am going to be adding peanut butter powder instead today. And I'm going to be doing about 20 grams of that. So I'm showing you the whole entire process because I usually make cream of rice on this channel and then I get a ton of questions. So I just wanted to share with you guys. It's super easy. It's similar to oatmeal. That peanut butter powder will help up the protein on this recipe. And then I'm adding a ton of seeds and stuff. So.
Alright, she said at the start of the video that she gets around 130 grams of protein a day. That's of course nonsense. I don't even understand how a vegan could get so much protein. What these people don't understand is that food has its own biological value, and plant foods such as the seeds have a very low biological value, which means that you get very little protein out of the food.
And then it's gonna look like all clumpy, but it'll mix all together very well. I also added 2 stevia packets. I'll add a little pinch of salt. And this might seem weird, but I love cinnamon on everything, so I'm probably gonna add a little bit of cinnamon.
Cinnamon is very toxic also, just like the coffee. Different. Yes, some man-made strawberries. As in, they don't exist in nature. Basically, they're pointless. Strawberries have been found to have 10 different kinds of pesticides on them. And of course, all that it is just some sugar and carbohydrates. Really, there's no micronutrients. Really pointless to eat them.
So, this is breakfast. A calorie and nutrient-dense breakfast. So...
Huh? What? Calorie and nutrient dense, she's implying that it's high in micronutrients. How in any way, what are you talking about? Just name some. Just name some, yeah.
This breakfast has 18...
You're looking like a panda. The dark eye circles go all around. Wow.
grams of protein, 61 grams
oh my
of
God.
carbs, and 16 of fat because of all the seeds.
She's one of the most exhausted humans I've ever seen in my life. That is crazy. You look really sick, like you're really doing something wrong. And that is bodybuilding plus a vegan diet as a woman. Really, it's one of the best ways to completely destroy your body as a woman. Everything that can go wrong is gonna go wrong if you do it.
Nuts and all of that, so good. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna get into it. Alright guys, so it is snack time. I'm in the middle of working on this post. It's like a foodie post that's going to be up on my Instagram. And I'm basically going to do my standard favorite meal of all time, which I call my bro meal, where I have a protein, a carb, a fat, and some veggies. But I'm going to show you 4 different ways of having it.
Don't say fat because you don't eat any animal fat. You mean plant oils, which is something completely different.
One with seitan, one with tofu, one with juba, and one with longet protein crumbles, because each of those protein sources has different macronutrients. So stay tuned for that post. If it's up by the time that I post this video, I'll link it in the description box below. But right now, as I'm doing that and everything's getting ready and
It just looks like you have a chicken fetish right there.
cooked, I just have some avocado with some spices in here that I'm just munching on with some beet chips. I love these guys. You either love them or hate them. They're kind of like,
Oh my
I don't know if
God.
they're freeze-dried, but they're
She's
super
delusional.
crunchy, and they're really good. But some people just don't like beet chips because they're like dry and bitter, but I love them. So right now, we're shooting the posts that I want to work on. So now I am having lunch, and it's just a little meal prep that I made over the weekend. I have green beans that are just steamed with a little bit of honey mustard, the vegan honey mustard from Follow Your Heart. Seitan, this is the new seitan recipe that I have here on the channel.
Absolute meat cravings. It looks like some Asian dish with rice and chicken.
I'll put it up here, so check it out. And this is
Why are you doing this to yourself?
just steamed rice, and that's it. Pretty basic, simple,
That's it. It's nothing.
healthy fats, veggies, protein,
What healthy fats? Where's the fat?
carbs. Delicious.
You're replicating meat. Ah, man.
Alright guys, so we finally made it.
Vegans crave meat like crazy already, but if you're doing bodybuilding as a woman, you must be going insane. She probably dreams about meat almost every night. Really, I'm not joking. It's probably true.
To the gym, I have a glute focus
How can you go to the gym if you look like you want to sleep for 2 days straight? You look exhausted. Look in the mirror.
leg day, and I'm starting off with deadlifts, so I'm going to do a full body pre-workout. So let's
Yeah, just why not deadlifts? Makes sense in her state.
go.
After some nice tofu and rice. This can only go wrong. I hope that she simply quits and that she doesn't get seriously sick or injure herself. Why do women do bodybuilding? Why? What's the point? What do you want to prove? Wow, the music is really terrible. Nice way to destroy your joints. It's like a joke. I don't get it.
One scoop of Lid Body protein, the oatmeal cookie, so good, and 1 cup of almond milk.
Again, fat, milk cravings, dairy,
Now-
yeah. Just typical.
We go home, get some more work in, make George some meal prep for tomorrow, and dinner, right? Let's go. I look pretty beefy in this lighting. I just got home from the gym, so right now
You don't whatsoever, but yes, if you would compare it to a natural woman's body, you look manly. Somewhat, a little bit. There's nothing in any way good about that. Did a man hurt you, or why did you go down this road that you want to have muscles as a woman? Just why?
I literally have you on top of the air fryer because I left George at the gym. He is coaching tonight, but I wanted to share with you what I made for dinner.
Oh yeah.
Here it is. Let me make sure it's all focused.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. There's potato hash in there with spinach.
I like how the broccoli is all brown, unrecognizable. Good old broccoli. Yep, get those toxins in there. Oh, spinach also. Super good combination. Oxalates, sulforaphane, goitrogens. You've got everything there.
I burned my broccolini on accident. I wasn't paying attention to it.
Of course it was by accident.
I had it in the air fryer and it just burned. But you know, hey, some things just taste amazing when they're burned. So that's one of those things. And then I have here some tofu that I prepped. I have tons of
more meat fetish
tofu in my fridge prep. So I was like, it's easy to grab that, you know, when you have it all prepped in the fridge. For dessert, I'm having from Sen Bakery. I get these at Whole Foods. These carrot cake muffins, they're so good, so good. And I love that companies like this use like really nice ingredients. Like there's only whole wheat flour, grape juice is how they sweeten it, raisins, carrots, pineapples, poppy seed, lemon, all that good stuff. And the macros are really good. They're not
What's good about it?
Terrible for like a muffin, and like this is massive. So I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have a kombucha as well. This is my favorite one, Clear Mind. And one thing I wanted to mention is like packaging like this sometimes can be a little bit misleading if you don't know how to read labels. So it says that the serving size is half a muffin. You know, a lot of people might just grab one whole muffin thinking that these are the macros and you're like, oh wow, that's actually pretty good. But no, these are the macros for half the muffin. So whenever I am...
Yeah, she's very good at reading man-made letters, words, but she doesn't understand that everything that she ate today so far is biologically unavailable. That goes for the micro and macronutrients. Of course, she's not actually getting that many carbs, for example, which also means that she's not getting so many calories. This is why, as a vegan, it is quite hard to actually say how many nutrients, macro or micro, you actually got. We know that you can get over 15 micronutrients as a vegan no matter what you do, but also when it comes to the calories, you can get fat, you can get plant oils, and you can get carbohydrates, which are sugar. You can get quite a lot of that, but even that you can't fully get because of fiber. The carbs are partly inside of the fiber, which you of course can digest. So you can never, of course, even when it comes to the muffin, say that you get this many calories. You probably get maybe 60, 70% of the calories.
Logging it in on my tracking app, I'll make sure to put double the amount of what's that's in here. Just a little pro tip, always read your labels. Do I still have food in my hair? It was probably driving you insane because I just looked back at that footage and I was like, I'm not gonna shoot it again. So yeah, just finished my dessert. So good. There's something about carrot cake, I just love it. It's my favorite dessert. Anyway, I feel like I need to close down the video, but before I do, I just wanted to thank all of you because a lot of you took the time out of your day.
How old is she? I would say mid-late 30s. If she's any younger than that, I don't know.
And you didn't have to comment on my last video, and I just wanted to thank you because it meant a lot to me. And a lot of you shared your own journey and let me know, hey, I'm on an improvement season as well. I'm on a building phase, or I'm starting my cut for my first...
All that I keep staring at are those dark eye circles. They're just really protruding.
For competition, you actually inspired me to, you know...
Like, it's funny because I can't look into her actual eyes. It's just too dark. It looks super abnormal. You're really destroying your body. Do you not look in the mirror and think, wow, I don't look right? And then actually think about how you feel and realize that you must be super tired. You must be sleepy all of the time. This is just a definition of completely going against your body.
And it just made me so happy, just like reading through all of you guys' stories, and yeah, it was really nice. So thank you. I appreciate it. Like,
fake. She's depressed.
A lot of you don't realize, like, you know, you don't need to do those things, but you do. And I just really appreciate it because George and I put so much into these videos and to, you know, always making the quality better, always giving you more and more content, more ideas, and yeah, it just makes me so happy. So thank you so much for allowing me to do what I love to do.
Your happiness can come from what other people are saying. That means that you are actually depressed, which is what I just said, and that confirms it. It means that you want admiration, for example.
Which is shared and inspired. And yeah, I think I need to like close out because I need to shower and I need to meal prep for George because he has duty tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna close it out. So today, let me do my little close out of letting you know what the total macros were and all of that. Let's see. So today I ate a little under 2,200 calories, so 2,195.
Definitely wrong.
Protein was 133.
Impossible, considering the biological value. You probably got 60 grams of protein at most.
Carbs were 292 and fat was 55. So
carbs were a bit lower for sure and fat was 0.
So from my last check-in video with you guys,
It's not only the fat, of course, that she doesn't get. In animal fat, you find all of the fat-soluble vitamins. A, D, K2, for example, incredibly important for a human to be healthy. She gets none of them because she's vegan. They're not found in plants.
It's at 2,100 calories, so I slowly increased it and maintained. So I'm pretty excited about it. Strength is going up and I feel...
The strength can go up a little bit, but if you do veganism long term, it will go down a lot. And that goes for all of the vegan bodybuilders.
So good and amazing and strong and happy. So yeah, that's how I hit 130 grams of protein on a vegan diet. Hope I gave you some...
It's sad to see somebody living in such denial.
...some ideas. And yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys want to see next. I love you guys. Thank you so much again. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my...
She's really pushing that smile.
...my YouTube channel if you're new here. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.
Alright, bodybuilding in itself is already unhealthy, but for a woman to do it who doesn't at all have the hormones, the actual natural passion to do any kind of hard work, and then combine that with an eating disorder such as veganism, when you're restricting what you actually want to eat all day long, which is of course meat, you could see that, then you will feel and look as bad as she does. It's inevitable. I have no idea why she went vegan. People get brainwashed in different kinds of ways, but none of them understand anything about nutrition that they have in common. Most of them don't know that plants don't have over 15 micronutrients, and when it comes to counting the calories, protein, and everything else, you also can't really be sure what you're going to be getting. You can look up the biological value for protein, but even then, you won't know how much exactly you're going to be getting out of it because of the ways of preparing the food, cooking, and so on. Whereas when it comes to animal foods, you can basically 100% know that when you're going to be eating a raw steak, not cooked, because then you get less nutrients, and they usually measure the nutrients in raw meat, of course, which is why it's wrong to say that you're going to be getting this and this much protein out of a cooked steak, because you'll of course be getting less. But still, it's even closer anyway than all of the plant foods. But when it comes to raw animal foods, then you know exactly how much protein, fat, and the micronutrients you're going to be getting, because you're going to be fully digesting the food. It's very different than counting the calories or any micronutrients on a vegan, man-made diet. I understand why bodybuilders count the macros and everything, but it's an absolute joke trying to do that on a vegan diet. If you eat almost only meat, then yes, you can pretty much be sure that you get this and this many macros. Thanks for watching.